Good morning, Easton. Baby. Yeah, the baby's still sleeping. You want to give her a kiss? Say good morning, Miss Everly.
A baby.
Yeah, say good morning, Miss Everly. Where's Everly? Look, give her a kiss. Give baby a kiss. Oh, oh, jeez, please don't yell in her ear.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel for another video. In today's video, I'm sharing with you guys my mommy morning routine with 2 kids under 2. I currently have a 22-month-old toddler and a 5-week-old baby girl, so life is super busy, but it's super exciting as well. So as you guys saw, I always start off my morning with a cup of coffee because that is the only thing that gets me awake in the morning and going. Before my daughter was born, I would get up before my son just to get things going, get ready, clean the house a little bit. But with the sleep deprivation and exhaustion, it's a little bit harder for me to get up earlier. As you guys can see, I'm also just combing my hair. These days, I have just been keeping it up in a bun or a ponytail, and washing it only twice a week also helps with time in the morning as well. So this is basically my mom attire for the day. I'm just wearing this t-shirt because it's easy to breastfeed in. I also just have some Lululemon leggings and then my Birkenstocks as well. I do have to get a pedicure. I just haven't had time since having the baby. And then obviously my mirror is super disgusting and gross. My toddler loves touching it and it is what it is. So I'm just quickly got ready. I like to keep my hair up now that I have the 2 babies because it seems to be so much harder to just leave it down. It's always in my face. I'm either always cleaning something or changing a dirty bum. So this just makes it easier chasing my toddler around and breastfeeding as well. So I've just been wearing comfy clothes. I'm only a couple weeks postpartum, so I still have my postpartum bump and I still have quite a bit of weight to lose. So wearing something that's going to be comfortable is just how I feel my best right now. On this particular morning, my husband was home, so he had also fed my son breakfast beforehand while I was nursing my baby girl in bed before getting up, which is super helpful when he can be here an extra hour or so in the morning. Once I'm all ready and dressed and everyone's out of my bed, I like to start off by making my bed. That is super important to me. Our room is on the main floor, so I want to make sure that our room looks neat if someone does show up. And then I'm also just emptying the last dishes out of the dishwasher and filling them up from our morning dishes and maybe a few items that stayed in there from the night before. Starting off the day with a clean kitchen also sets me up for a really good productive day. I do not like walking around my house and having clutter and mess everywhere. So as you see it right now is basically how I like to have my kitchen throughout the day. And being home alone with the 2 babies, I find that I can get this done really well. Once everybody else is home, sometimes it's a little bit harder to keep it clean. But for the most part, during the day, it stays neat and tidy because I'm the only one using the kitchen at that point. So I'm just going to give everything a quick wipe down after I'm done doing the dishes, pick up anything that might have been left over on the counter. Now this is really not typical. We don't normally have things like this on the counter, but I was decluttering a drawer last night and the last bits I just put on here. So as you can see now, my husband is gone and my baby is sleeping in her little cot, and then my toddler is just going to be lingering around while I'm cleaning and getting stuff ready. That's mom life. That's having a young toddler. They're going to be busy and around you, which is great. It does make getting things done a little bit harder and takes a little bit longer, but I just love that he likes to follow us around the house and likes to see what we do during the day. now that I'm ready and that the whole house is clean and ready to start off our day, it's time to get the babies dressed. In the wintertime, if we don't go out, I don't always get my toddler dressed, but now that it's springtime, nearing summer, and the weather is getting warmer, we do love to spend a lot of time outside. At this point, I do not know who is easier to get dressed. She does not like getting dressed. She cries when I change her bum, and he is out of control at this point. Come here, let mommy put your sweater on. It's a little chilly today. We always go outside in the morning, rain or shine. It's been a little bit more difficult being at home alone with both of them because I don't want to take her out in the rain. All of her like condition and everything, and she's just so tiny and new still. Be careful. So if I'm home alone, we typically won't go out if it's raining at this point. Please don't take your socks off. I just put them on. How are we going to go outside if you take your socks off? So he already has a sock off. Yeah, so it's beautiful and sunny today. There's not a cloud in the sky, but it is a little bit chilly, so he's going to need a hoodie. But we're not going to go outside if you keep taking your socks off. Can we put your sweater on? Come here, please. He has been a little bit of a handful since Everly came home. He has just been really busy. She is doing really, really well, which is so nice. I am so happy. I have not had a whole lot of time to think about me postpartum, only because we were in the NICU for 10 days, and there you go. We were in the NICU for 10 days, and then coming home, Ryan had to start working right away. He took some time off when he had to be home with Easton. Be careful. Can you say hi? Can you say hi to the camera? He's teething and he is so boogie. So yeah, so he took some time off, so now he had to go back to work. So I really did not have time with him home to adjust to having all 4 kids. But the 2 older boys go to school, which is kind of good in a way, but kind of not so good because they're so helpful with this little guy. I also have to make sure that he is not jumping on top of her because he is only 21 months old and that could not end up great. So anyways, so my house is decently cleaned. I've prepped a meal for tonight for dinner because Ryan and I and baby girl have a infant CPR course to go to. So my mom's coming to watch the other ones. So I did prep them dinner, so I'm gonna get them all. And then we already have our second boo-boo of the day. So anyways, I'm gonna finish do you wanna go outside? Yay! Yay, okay. So I'm gonna finish getting them all dressed up, and then we'll probably go and take a walk, play outside for a little bit. When he gets his wiggles out before nap time, he normally naps really well. So now that we've been back from the NICU for about a week or so, she's just over 3 weeks, so it's super exciting to get to dress her up in her first little outfit. She is just so tiny still. This is a newborn little girl outfit, which is just so tiny. I'm really loving the neutral colors, the black little cardigan with the white leggings with black hearts on them. I find them just so adorable. You can pair that with like different colored socks or a bow or a hat, and it's just super adorable. The socks are the smallest socks they make, and they're too big.
Really? Well, I thought her feet are huge.
Yeah, but
there's no way they're the smallest socks.
They're 0 to 3 months, yeah.
And just before we head out the door, I'm just going to give her a last little top up. She is eating every like hour and a half to 3 hours at this point, pretty much on demand. So I want to make sure that she's fed because it's not always easy to feed her with a super active toddler outside. Even though we're just going out front into the park, it does get pretty chaotic. And typically I'll feed her in the living room. That way my toddler can read books or play quietly with his toys. But this time we were already in my room and they were upset and crying, so I just decided to do it in here. Keeping a toddler occupied while you're feeding your newborn or your baby is super important. That way you can actually bond with your baby, spend time with them, you're less stressed out, and everybody is just happier. Thank you. Do you need to blow your nose again? Easton, should we blow your nose? Easton, do? Good boy. Okay, give mommy the white. Thank you, good boy. Go put your shoes away. My husband works long hours, so he is gone the majority of the day, or the majority of their awake period, and it's just pretty overwhelming. But I do try and give myself a little bit of grace. My house is not as clean as you guys have seen. There hasn't been any cleaning videos lately. I am just trying to do what needs to be done and let go of the little things because I'm going to drive myself crazy. And we are so busy. We've got newborn pictures on Friday. We're meeting our new physician tomorrow. We have our newborn pictures on Friday. I've got to get boys haircuts before then. I have to get everyone an outfit before then. So we are just overly busy. My toddler is running kind of wild, but as long as he's not getting hurt. Easton, sit down, please. I'm saying that as he's standing on my computer chair that's rolling back. As long as he doesn't get hurt or get into anything, that's why we tried to baby proof as much as we could before she was born, because we don't want him to get hurt. And when I'm nursing her, it's really unrealistic for me to chase him around the house. So we closed the majority of the doors and baby proof and put some baby gates up. You guys can see my new decor piece in my bedroom here for a little while. The tech is actually, or the respiratory therapist is actually coming over tomorrow as well. So busy week. Just to like hook everything up, bring us some more portable pumps. But she has been doing so well during the day without it. We keep the owlet on during the day just so we can monitor her sats when she's not, when she doesn't have the oxygen on. And I just monitor it on my phone. We also have the base on, that will alarm us. And for her, she has been pretty good, like consistently over 94%. He's taking his sweater off, he's taking his pants off. How do you want to go outside when you're getting undressed? Okay, I'm gonna stop babbling. I'm gonna put these babies in the stroller and get out for a walk. Hi. What are you doing with that? That's Daddy's wheel for work. Easton took my cushions off of our conversation piece over here. We actually just did this garden yesterday. It's not done. We've got to cut that plywood down, and yeah, we've got some hostas and stuff in here. I'm gonna put some mulch as well so that if Easton climbs in and out of it, he's not tracking the dirt everywhere. We've got a ton more stuff over there, some earth and stuff like that, just to do some gardens. So that's going to be cut down. Those stones are going to be put in more. Then we're trying to decide, well, this has to be stained, but we're trying to decide if we're doing hanging planters here or if we're going to do like 2 big whiskey barrels with flowers in there as well. So I don't know. This year we are working on our yard because, as you can see, it is crazy. All of this is getting excavated next week, I think. It's just been really busy with the baby and all that. So all of that's going to be excavated next week so that we can just put some sod down. We're going to leave the big rocks. A few of the little trees are coming down. That's just an underlayment for our rug that we haven't put away yet because we haven't had the chance. We have Easton running around. This is what the stroller looks like. We have Everly taking a little bit of a sweet nap in there. Hopefully she's nice and warm. It's a little chilly out here. Easton, you got to stay off the road. I love our neighborhood because we don't have a lot of vehicle traffic during the day. Like during work hours there'll be some traffic, but not during the day, so it's not too bad. But yeah, so we're spending all of our money and time this spring and summer just working on the front yard and the backyard. Come see Mommy, Easton. Can you bring me your hat if you're not going to wear it? Come on out. Ryan already cut down all of those cedars, which need to be chopped up and put away. All of that stuff is garbage there. And then we have our boat, which is going up to the lake. It's pretty junky out here, to be honest with you, but we are working on that. I wanted to show you guys real quick. This is what our backyard looks like. So it's kind of like a weird shaped lot. There's nothing to it right now. We did nothing outside last year. So we've got our fire pit here that we're going to replace. These are chairs for a patio table, which the patio table broke in a windstorm last year. So we have to replace that table. And then Ryan's in the middle of pressure washing our house, as you can see. Our deck, we have a deck coming, which is going the length of the house here. I think it's 30 feet by 10 feet. So it's gonna be like a 2-leveled deck. So he's pressure washing the house first. That sandbox we're donating because we don't need. That goes for the boat. It's kind of really junky back here. I got the boys a trampoline, which is gonna go back there. Ryan's fencing in this whole yard and the front portion as well on either side, just to keep it safer for Easton. Then this tree here is going, because as you can see it's rotting. I hate cutting down trees because it's beautiful and huge, but it needs to go. So the play structure that we're getting from IKEA is gonna, or not IKEA, Costco is gonna go right there. So it should be good. So play structure, sandbox somewhere, trampoline, fire pit, the deck will go here. He's got a little water table. Have patio set, conversation piece as well. Okay, Easton, come. This is like our dining room, living room's in there as well. I'm wearing Ryan's sweater, don't mind. Come on, you bug. This here is where we have our barbecue, which needs a few parts for it. We've got a nice patio here, so I don't know if we're gonna do anything right here, but we are fencing. Come over here. We are fencing down over there, like at the front of the house. So I think we're gonna do a pretty big garden here at some point, whether it's this year or next year. I'm not there yet. Hi, sweet girl. Hi, sweet girl. We're gonna go in for lunch soon. Oh, he's a poor girl. Look at all the sun in your face. I know, I'm sorry. Oh. Oh. Do you wanna come cuddle mommy? Yeah. Oh, and then we've got Easton walking through our garden, of course. All right, come on out. We're not gonna play in here. This is why I told Ryan we needed to get some mulch to put here, so if he is climbing around in there, then he is not covered in soil. All right, come here. Come here. Come here. It's okay. It's okay. And then this is a complete reflection of how my day is going. So we came inside because he was in my gardens and the baby was crying. It got really, really overwhelming. So this is like the 3rd time that I clean up Daddy's drawers. My room was clean earlier and now I've got baby pajamas and shoes all over the place. Muddy shoes on my dresser because this is the first room when you walk into the house. So I just put them right up here. Easton, please don't break Daddy's things. Okay, all done. Let's go eat. Let's go have some lunch. And then I put baby in the carrier, which is a godsend. It has always been, because I need to feed him lunch and she was very unhappy. Okay, let's go have some lunch. Go, go, go. It is currently 20 after 12 and I'm trying to hold it together for another half hour before he goes for a nap. Let's go, Easton.